I'm proud to admit there's nothing outside the door. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Today is Waffle, otherwise known as Something Blank the Skunk, otherwise known as Talkative, otherwise known as NDB Media's Sunday Morning Chat. Thank you for joining us. Joining me is, of course, the indelible token Brit, Aisha. Good morning, Aisha. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine there, sir.
I'm
Doing
glad,
fine.
and thank you, and of course, Liz, welcome back. We have, as I mentioned off air, I am really happy that you're able to spend some time with us this morning. I'm glad that issues are being worked out, and I'm really glad that you're able to spend some time with us this morning.
Thank you.
Morning.
It's not exactly what you said, but I'll take it. It was more like, "Oh God, Liz is here. Quick, let's move on to something else."
Actually, Liz, since the world does revolve around you and your universe, unlike mine, which I am the universe, but in your universe, I didn't actually acknowledge that you were there. I was busy doing stuff this morning. Aisha
No,
knows it. Michael
mm,
knows it. I don't understand why you don't know it.
no,
Oh,
your
I heard
world,
plenty of it.
yeah, your world revolves around burritos, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yes,
thank you.
shoving it in his face.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. I just went out to heat it to piss off my co host indirectly. Folks, all kidding aside, I've had to learn that with the pharmaceuticals that I'm taking, aka the drugs, legal ones, that it's just absolutely horrible for me to take it on an empty stomach. So I try to have something before the start of the programs. And the night before, we were able to get away for a little while and we went to King Taco again. And I had a burrito and I had 4 tacos last night. So here's the other burrito for
Piggy,
this
piggy,
morning.
piggy.
Oh, yeah.
I am an oinkster. There is no doubt, but it's all good.
You're not careful, you're going to end up with one very round Mexican.
I would normally look down and make the gesture of looking down, but I can't. I'm more and more limited. I do have one programming announcement for actually several. Head on over to ndbmedia.net, folks, to check out what's going on in the network. There was a lot of stuff going on. We have numerous upcoming guests, and they just announced the dropping of Star Trek Discovery on April 4th, I believe it is, which is a Thursday. So it's very possible that on April 7th we will be covering Discovery on Sunday night. So we're going to have to see how that's going to work. But it looks like we have a Sunday program returning at 6 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to get back to our regular programming, I suppose. But that's neither here nor there right now. Good morning, ladies, and Michael.
Good morning.
Good morning. He's still around. He's still around.
I'm sure it is still around. Yes. So, thanks for returning, Liz. What you doing?
Mhm. What am I doing? I don't know. Sitting here twiddling my thumbs, listening to you talk.
Oh,
Nice.
we've got a little verve this morning. Little vinegar in there for good measure.
Just a tad,
How are you doing, Liz? I'm really glad that you're able to
actually.
join us.
And I thank you for that. It's been. I kind of told, at least I told Alicia off there. I don't know how much you were catching, but it's been kind of a weird last like 10 days, more so than normal, and then just an increasing more headache since been going on since before Thanksgiving. So just all the pressures are building up.
I don't mean to be rude, but was that a few months before we went live? Is that when you were
Um,
telling
n-
Aisha? Was that the conversation? I really wasn't
a few
completely
moments.
with that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was. Oh, no, that's fine. I know you were doing your stuff. Um, no, yeah, it was the conversation right before we went live. That my best friend broke her leg in 3 places, and right
Oh,
after she was moved to a rehab,
I heard that. Yes.
fell again. And then another friend of mine wound up having a fentanyl OD and dying. She's a little older than I am. My nephew just moved to Kentucky for 3 years with Job Corps, and that's a whole new revolving environment because I wouldn't say special needs, but he beats to his own drummer, shall we say. And then, there's just been so many other things. And then with the headache that's been going on with my brother-in-law, literally and figuratively since before Thanksgiving, it's just, it's all boiling down to I want out of this place and I can't really do it.
Yep.
This is almost a Game of Thrones, quite frankly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
No, I don't. Write it down. There might be a
You-
story here.
Yeah. See, the Game of Thrones or Dune, one of the two.
The Game of Liz.
When I was in college, you know what my friends would call me?
No.
As the Liz turns.
As the Liz turns.
Because everything would generally revolve around me and crap would happen within my stratosphere. The daytime soap as the world turns, as the Liz turns.
I never saw that one. I was a Channel 7 one myself, so that was due to my mother, unfortunately. So I saw The Edge of Night, of course, Ryan's Hope when it ran for a while, Children, All My Children, and of course, General
All my
Hospital.
children, yeah.
I saw General Hospital when the Ice Princess was involved. Remember that? No, you
Yeah.
probably didn't. Did you see that? Oh my God! When they had
I saw that,
villain in the early '80s, they had a super villain on a soap opera. General Hospital was out of control with Luke and Laura. I mean, that's great, man.
Luke and Laura was fantastic. Bo and Hope were always more my speed. I remember when they first started dating and got together. And I came back after years of not watching to watch the final arc of Bo and Hope when Bo died. Here, like 5-6 years ago, I came back and watched that final arc.
Now, I actually saw the episode where Luke did the deed, and Laura bumps into the music. I remember that vividly. I didn't know what was going on, and my mother didn't explain it to me.
I knew what was going on.
I was stupid. That was 81, I think. So that made me
somewhere in there, 81, 82, yeah.
Yeah, I was 12, I think. It was stupid. Anyway,
and you didn't know?
So anyway,
at that age?
I was very stupid when it came to many things. So, folks, I
think you're just sheltered.
That sheltered, whatever.
Your mother tried to protect you and raise you in the best possible way she could.
Anyways, if you head on over to kingtaco.com, you can check out the website, the menu. I will show it off right now. I know that place. I know exactly where that is. That's crazy. I am having the burrito right now. I am going to show that. Yep, there's the burrito. And I went with the carne asada burrito. So, sorry, folks. I am having breakfast. What are you having this morning, Aisha?
I had 2 toasted muffins with sausage patties in them.
Liz, have you had anything yet?
Yes, I am right now slugging down my liquid life. And please don't laugh when you hear this, but I am eating Cheetos that are white cheddar.
Say, what? Cheetos?
Yes.
That are white?
Cheetos that are white. They're white cheddar. They don't taste anything like the orange.
So said Liz.
They have
Sacramento.
No comment.
Hey, you called me a fat Mexican before we went live, which was rather funny.
True,
I will say her dignity. She did not say it on air, so there will never be any proof. And she did not call me a fat Mexican. She said, I may become one. So before I slam anyone and everything, I'm sorry. That was funny.
Well, you know what they say. If you're in shape, round is a shape.
Well, as I've been sarcastic with the younger folk, women say, "Hey, look, everyone wants a 6-pack, but when you want the party to continue, everyone's always looking for the caker."
Yeah. 6-packs are fine, but you need the party pack to really have some fun.
Is this like I am who? Is this like Is this a eureka moment, big dog? I just wanted to know. Anyway, forgive me, folks. I'm going to partake. I'm going to be a jerk. Bonson.
Well, why change the habit of a lifetime?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, why change the habit of a lifetime?
I know. I've become a jerk on Sunday morning. So, did you say you were having...
Only on Sundays?
You're here. You're here.
Yeah. I know you can boot me out at any moment.
No, I did not. You'd be surprised how needy I am. That'll never happen. For me to boot, for the love of all that is.
Yeah. This started off as a program to talk. It's become a program to sit there and scoff.
Oh, an airplane took off, but it was an odd sound right now. And since I'm unnerved, there was something. I spoke to Aisha for a while. There was something that was within 2 to 6 feet of me. The dogs were. I know when there's a dog in the neighborhood. I know when there's even a coyote. But the dogs were, as I told Aisha without not knowing any other term, they went ape shit. The cats are gone. There were 2 cats. One of them I let inside, and she was stressed at 5 a.m, and she ran in. She was on the door, like waiting to get in, and didn't even say hi like she normally does. She just ran in. And the other cat, Ash or Sinisa, he's gone. And then there's another one that they call Canela or Cinnamon. I haven't seen her in a bit. Cinnamon is the wild one, the one I have not been able to domesticate.
She's the ginger-colored one, isn't she?
Yes, that's the one I'm not able to domesticate yet.
Yeah.
And they're not here. And the dogs that were behind me, you've heard them all. You've all heard them on air when they bark.
Mm-hmm.
They were not doing that bark. It was almost a guttural, ferocious bark. So I don't know what it was. And I was able to tell. You recognize the dogs in the neighborhood, especially at night. You know which ones are barking. And whatever it was moving off in that direction, the southwest direction. And I told Aisha that before I went out. I'm like, where's Easton, damn it? I don't know where Easton is. I'll just get a lightsaber. How the hell did that thought cross my mind? I'm going to walk out with a lightsaber. Oh, yeah.
Well, at least you could see what was coming.
I don't know. Mountain lions have been spotted 5 miles north of me. So when you suggested it could have been a mountain lion, I was thinking it through. Well, is it possible? Yes.
Yeah.
It's only 5 miles. It's not that far. And there's a wash that's about a mile east of us. And I know that's how the coyotes come down. And it's...
And as I explained, the dogs were going ballistic.
Beyond, yeah.
Not them normal barking. So they knew that there was something that was...
There was a major predator in the area.
Exactly.
And where you are... Yeah, where you guys are, like you said, right now with the storms and stuff we're having a lot of wilder animals coming down out of the high country. So it's a good chance that you had a mountain lion.
Yeah.
When you hear one, you won't forget it.
You meet one, you won't forget it. See, now you're sitting there scoffing your burrito. How do you know that it ain't going to be outside wiggling its little nose thinking, food, takeaway?
Because they're quiet. And at first I was annoyed because I walked in here at 4 a.m. And I did, look around at first. The lights are on throughout the house. I mean, guys, I love ripping everyone I know by saying, it's living in the country as I do. I'm not. I'm in suburbia, but...
Oh, and he says I'm
not
in cow
far from
country.
No, you are. The cow's behind your house. We've seen it. You showed the images. It's there. It's done, woman. Go ahead, deny it.
There are not cows behind my house. I swear to God, if I have to go out there and have pictures taken of behind my house.
I'm sorry.
However,
Was
at the
there
moment,
denial of understanding?
my lawn hasn't been mowed in so long in the backyard. You probably couldn't see the cows if they were there.
So in other words, you haven't got a lawn, you've got a savanna.
Oh yeah, definitely in the backyard.
See,
That and a swamp.
I don't have that problem because all around me is what they call military ranges. So the soldiers are playing on there. The grass doesn't get that chance to grow that tall. I mean, you stick a 60-ton armored vehicle on a whole load of grass, it doesn't really do a whole lot of good.
Nope.
No.
Michael says, there, in front of the house. I've looked out the window. And folks, when you see a walk down the sidewalk, when you see a dog walk down, the gait is recognizable. When you see a coyote, they're not the same. You can tell instantly, and I've seen them. But then the dogs don't go that wild. They bark at it like, get out of here. You're in the wrong neighborhood, dude. But the ones that were just right here, just within 20 feet of me, were just unreal. And like I said, it was a tad unnerving. I told Aisha that I did feel that something was there. I don't know what it was. It was probably an apex predator. But it didn't touch the garage door. It didn't do anything. So I can't say it. But it's been unnerving. I don't know what I did to my bat. I got to find I have to find Easton. Where is Easton, damn it? I know I have about 8 lightsabers in here, but I don't know where Easton is. So, good morning.
Oh God, you let him in here?
Whoa. Good morning, big dog.
Hola.
How are you doing, young man?
Pues aquí, no más.
Muy el bueno.
I all I know is I just, when I was switching over from one to the other, hearing Liz talking about she hasn't mowed her backyard for a while, so I was thinking, well, she hasn't mowed her backyard, imagine what her front yard looks like. And I'm,
No, my front yard's good, except for the fact.
I'm pretty sure that's a double entendre. Good morning, Aisha.
Yeah. We know where you're going, and some of let's say some of it's nicely polished. A lot of it's very heavy. Ha ha ha.
Heavy. Yeah.
I have polished sidewalks. My backyard is overgrown like a savanna.
That's a tad arrogant.
My front yard is getting a little hedgy.
So since you polish your sidewalks and your backyard is overgrown, do you have trouble with dingleberries?
No, but I do have problems with rose bushes, especially the thorns.
Well,
on here.
Hey, I have to make up for the 2 weeks that you haven't been on, so.
Like I said, I
hope
crawled
you're
out
doing
of my sick bed for this. Yeah, it was more just so much emotional stress of everything that was going on. Yes, I have been sick with a very horrible bladder infection where I'm screaming half the time with the spasms. But other than that, I've been.
Because your backyard's not mowed. I keep telling you, goddamn
it. But other than that, I've pretty much been okay, except for sick here and there. But it's mostly just been emotional stress. There's been a lot going on in the last few days.
Well, hopefully the worst is behind you.
Part of it, not all of it.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Hopefully you guys can raise bail money if I kill my brother-in-law.
Sure.
Put him out of my misery.
Okay.
I'll bake you the cake that's got the file in it too.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, Mr. Nickel. What?
Panzon over here, he can't have any part of the cake though.
Legal counsel is like losing their shite right now. Please, folks, we can do this off air, please. Oh, I got several likes right now. I want to thank as to what's going on here. Hey, someone by the name of Peter Gama gave us a like right now. And someone by the name of Thomas Whitney gave us a like right now. So maybe they might join us. Oh, wait, one of them already did. The link is on the NDB Media host page, where it always is, Aisha.
Is it?
Yes.
Huh.
In the
I
PMs or where?
want to know is why Big Dog ain't on
Yeah.
screen. He's hiding behind that little white circle.
Because I just
He's
woke
probably
up.
still in bed.
Because I just woke up and I'm not gonna go get ready. I'm just in the bedroom. So this is as good as you get.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
I had to punch him to get him on air. Roll over and smack him a couple times.
I had to untangle myself from the backyard, and that's why.
Oh, my mother, son of a.
¿Qué Panton? You're not gonna stop, Gordo.
Swallowed my food.
That's right. I'm having fun with this. I'm glad I jumped on right when they said you were fat.
At 6:21 in the morning. I have not had a Pepsi at 6:21 in the morning for a while. Wow.
Did I spell Panton right?
I think you did. Yeah. I understood it.
I put the Enya in it.
I understood it. And speaking of understanding it, what up, homie? Oh, wait. Where the
Don Muffin!
I'm sorry, folks, but this is a moment. Notice his spot. What's up, dude?
Hey, guys. Please change that. That's just so weird.
Okay, hold on. What do you have listed there? Let me see. Hold on. It says EG title.
Hi.
Oh, example given. Title. I like that. That's pretty creative. Oh, that's way out there. So I went on the narrow view, folks. Sorry, which is the one I don't like using. I usually go for this one right here.
Yes.
But so how is it out in Arizona? It's 7:22 in the morning, man. That's early.
Pretty good. Just
sorry.
drinking my coffee, waking up a little bit.
What's the flavor that you're having, man?
French vanilla latte.
Ooh.
With a splash of tequila?
No tequila yet.
Well, actually, the tequila's too not sophisticated enough for our stud muffin.
You're
You know,
right.
he's probably got some
be
Hennessy
whiskey
in there or something.
Whiskey would be the ideal counterpart to that.
Ooh, a nice 15 or 20
I
year old
agree.
Scotch.
Yeah, Scotch.
Oh, stop it, Aisha. You put liquor in your tea before. Don't even play that. Don't even.
Yeah. We used to call it gunfire in the artillery. Yeah,
Gunfire?
gunfire. Yeah.
I like it.
Christmas morning, they come round and they've got like a big urn of tea, and it's got whiskey and rum in it.
Oh, I
Okay,
love
It's
it.
called gunfire. It blows your head.
After Roger eats rice and beans, we call him Gunfire too, but for a different reason.
No, big dog. No. Sadly, I'm not denying that. No, I want to clarify that. It's not the rice and beans, brother. Sadly, I think I've narrowed it down. It's flat out coffee. It's just coffee, dude. No, it's coffee.
I feel like Aisha is no stranger to a good hot toddy.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
When you eat the rice and beans, it helps you pebble dash the wall.
I do want to give a shout out to my brother George. I'm not going to put his last name out there because I'm not, but we went out to breakfast with my other buddy Mike, as we do on Fridays, and he had the liquor because he's heard me bellyache for weeks now. Where I asked the waitress, "Can I have coffee? Can you put liquor in that?" I don't care whatever. This time he had a little vial and he put the tequila in my coffee.
Oh,
let me tell you, I was at breakfast. I know it was good. And I want to give my brother a shout out. It was great. All I know is that breakfast was bitching. I got through it much more easily. There was a moment where my buddy Mike was all getting all hyper and he was in the, I'm to blame for this. I'm like, Dude, you're harshing my mellow. Out of nowhere, I said that, and people around me heard. That was bad. That was bad.
Yeah, that's yeah. Drunk.
And George refilled my coffee cup. Oh my God, that was brilliant. I'm so sorry. That's why I was dying when you guys were talking about putting liquor in your drinks right now. Liz, have you ever put anything? Folks, all kidding aside, I rarely ever put anything extra in the coffee. But I'm going to be going to breakfast and putting a few dollops of tequila from here on out. Liz?
What? You never finished the question.
Have you ever put liquor into any of your drinks?
Anything and
I always do.
everything, anything and everything, and including. Aisha's going to kill me for this. I actually put sake. I actually put sake one time into grape Kool-Aid.
Sake
Really?
and grape Kool-Aid.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so there's things that are good on their own that don't
Yeah,
need to be combined.
I
But you
had
know
to put
what?
the sake in it because I cannot handle grape Kool-Aid. It's disgusting.
So why didn't you make a different
you still
Kool-Aid then?
got your bottle.
Mm.
That was forever ago.
But normally I'll do like rum or whiskey or bourbon
Codeine.
Nice.
Oh, damn, it's the coffee again.
and vodka and everything.
Vodka and everything.
Pretty
This
much.
is over there. I'd like a double scotch with a splash of vodka.
Oh hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
Yeah. I'll have the glass of milk. Just stick in the vodka later. You know.
You know, okay, aside, guys, what is your go-to drink? I think Big Dog, I asked him this about a week or 2 weeks ago on another program. I like to go out with Big Dog on that one. Is yours the iced tea, Big Dog? Or what?
Yeah.
What is, whenever you sit down, what's your drink?
Long Island is the only iced tea I drink. There is no
And
other
why?
iced tea. Because I hate all the other iced teas. I think they taste like crap.
Oh,
Personally. Other
okay.
people love iced tea. That's fine. I have no problem with it. I do not like iced tea. So I ordered mine as a Long Island.
Would you educate the viewing audience as to what a Long Island iced tea is, though?
Gin, vodka, tequila, and rum with sweet and sour, triple sec, and a splash of Coke. Just splash.
Yeah, everything
Just
but the
a
kitchen
splash.
sink.
No, that's a
glass
zombie.
of falling
That's a
down
little bit
water.
Yeah,
I'm sorry?
true.
I said that's a glass of falling down water. That isn't a drink.
No, my best was 8 of those.
Oh God.
I drank eight of those and then proceeded to. I was out with long time ago. I was out with some old friends, and I had 8 of those. And then there was a girl passing by, and she had a tray, and on the tray were kamikazes, and she was selling them for.
Oh yeah.
She was just tells you how long ago it was too. She was selling for $1 a shot,
Oof.
and we were like, "How many shots are on there?" And she's like, "I don't know. There's like 32 on there." And there were 4 of us, including myself, and so we bought it. We bought the whole tray, and then I proceeded to drink 8 more kamikazes.
Oh God.
And then I drove home because everyone else could barely stand. I was fine.
You're like, I can't stand, but I can sit.
Yeah. Yeah. I went to the loo. I couldn't stand, but I sure could sit down.
All right. I like that. I think the most I've ever seen Big Dog have maybe in a drink in my presence when we've been out, I think he had the Big Dog really doesn't drink when we go out because we got to drive wherever we're going. I think, did you ever take 3 Long Islands, Big Dog, or was it just 2 at most?
No, usually I stop it at 2 because scorekeeper judges me, so I don't want to be judged, so I only drink the 2 because he knows I'm gonna drive, so I don't want to hear it. So
oh, okay. In that, just being careful. Aisha, what is your drink? And then maybe we'll go to Dream and Liz on what their drinks are.
I don't drink alcohol anymore. I haven't drunk alcohol now for over 20 years.
well, back in the day, what was your drink?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
we're
back in the day when I did drink, I would quite easily drink Bacardi and Coke.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
there you go.
Good girl.
Yeah, but when you sit there overnight time and you can empty a 3 liter bottle of Bacardi, yeah, that's some going.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
I could do the same.
Respect.
I did that one time.
Let me interrupt real
I've
quick.
done that more than one time.
I want to give a shout out to Aisha Kerr that gave us a like. Also to Sonj Rubles, woman, get in here, and Nam Dang. Thank you for the likes. We appreciate it. Why don't you guys comment in the chat room? Why don't you let us know who you are and where you hail from? This is Waffle, the Sunday morning chat fest here on NDB Media. Thank you for that. Liz,
Blue
what
Waffle.
is your drink?
Well, Aisha actually said one of them, Bacardi and Coke, which I could probably literally outdrink anybody under the table with, and White Russians.
Okay.
But if my brother-in-law makes them the way he's supposed to make them,
The one that you want to
oh,
commit homicide on?
yeah,
right now?
yes. Only because of how we're having to go through with this headache, and I get the migraines, so it's just the frustration of having to deal with it. I will
Well,
forgive him eventually.
yeah, that's his redeeming value. Is who makes a good White Russian?
Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't make a good White Russian. He makes an absolutely fantastic kamikaze, and
Oh, okay.
I get to be the taste tester to it. And
That's
so
the
he'll
way to
come
do it.
out with a beer glass.
Oh
Liz,
God.
could you test this for
God
me?
damn.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Oh, I used to be a very, very, very heavy drinker in the day because I couldn't get drunk. I have a enzyme or something in my body that doesn't allow me to get drunk, or at least
Okay,
it
Flash.
didn't until
I
about
was
10
just
years
thinking
ago.
Well,
Big Dog and I
we
were on the same wavelength again.
yeah, we used to serve a drink in the mess you probably have really loved then, Liz. It was called Moose's Milk. And what you did to make Moose's Milk was you took a bottle of Tia Maria, a couple of bottles of Bacardi in a big tureen, and then you filled it up with, believe it or not, fresh milk,
Yeah.
You.
and then put ice cubes in it.
Okay.
That
And
sounds good,
when you scoop it,
especially in the summertime.
yeah, the Tia Maria makes the milk taste of coffee. You don't taste the alcohol until you walk out into the fresh air. And we should take bets
Ah,
on how far the guys would get down the driveway before they hit the ground. We should spec
And speaking of such things, Dream, what is your drink? And
Hey,
I know you actually are a connoisseur when it comes to certain drinks because you are a social drinker.
I'm a Scotch fan. I will drink Scotch. If your scorekeeper just held up a bottle not too long ago, and I polished off an entire bottle due to him. We started the show, and first it was just like bring a bottle, bring something to introduce yourselves and to everybody, and then it turned into, okay, let's all have a shot. Okay, cool, we'll all have a little sip. Then it turned into, every time we get a like or every time we get a comment, we're gonna take a little drink. And next thing you know, that bottle was gone.
Our likes were out of control, and the thing was, Dream was one of the first ones to say, "Damn it, Roger, this is an expensive bottle of liquor, and that's gone." That was funny.
how were you the next day?
Oh, I was
Oh,
fine.
dude, he was
Yeah,
all
really.
right. Yeah, he was
Okay.
all right.
I was at work in the morning, probably.
Yeah, actually, this was during COVID.
Oh, it was during COVID. You're
Yeah.
right. No, it wasn't. It was not, because I was already. Yeah, no, it was not during COVID. But we had some fun. We were drinking. We had a good show. But I do love a good Scotch, and you always want to make sure your Scotch is older than your kids. So anything.
Oh, damn, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna get into some expensive territory because my oldest is 34.
Your youngest kid.
Oh, still 20. I would have to get 20-year-old Scotch.
Yeah, Big Dog is still screwed.
Yeah.
And Dream, I'm on my way. You're lucky, you little rat. Your daughters.
Yeah.
So-
they are significantly younger, which is good.
My youngest is 14, but I still like a good 18, 25
There
a
you
year if I
go,
can
yeah.
get a hold of it.
Oh my God!
All right.
Please! Finish that sentence. As in liquor.
Yes.
Oh, for
I
the
like
love
to
of
get a
God!
hold of an 18 to 25-year-old Scotch.
Well, even if he said 18 to 25-year-old and just left it at that, it's okay. It's legal age.
They're legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for the
Um,
love
But
of
I am
God.
also very married and happy.
Yes.
And I'd
Yes,
like
you
to
are.
stay that way.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because if
So-
the wife hears you saying that, you're going to be walking into a black eye. I'm telling you
That's
that.
why I asked to clarify it.
Good looking out. Good looking out.
Yeah.
So
I must-
okay,
I
now
must-
for the flip side question. What is your worst time drinking?
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
God.
That brings
Just curious.
yeah.
Okay, curious. What do you mean by that?
In other words, what was your worst experience drinking?
Oh, let me start. One of the first times my brother purchased Lowenbrau beer. I don't know if it was just a regular one or not. I'm not a fan of beer. I drank it. I threw up. I did not like Lowenbrau. That was horrible.
Okay.
Never had it ever since.
Aisha?
my worst time drinking
Yeah.
was, believe it or not, I was actually on a north. I was on a ferry on the North Sea, and a bit of a storm.
She's a token
And-
Brit.
Oh.
Remember.
They ran out of the Bacardi. Christ knows what they were serving me, but by the end of the crossing, we ended up, shall we say, throwing glass ashtrays at the customs boat because once they got on board, the bar would close. That didn't go down too well. We got off the boat, and the local constabulary lined us up on the quayside and was reading in the riot act, and I got seasick on dry land.
Oh.
So that was my worst occasion.
All right.
Shoot.
For myself, we decided to play blackjack with a couple of friends. Except we were drinking Jack Daniels.
Oh, good old
And
JD. What about JD
ev-
Black?
Every loss you took a shot. I was doing okay, and then I proceeded to lose. I believe I lost 28 straight.
Oh, God.
Damn.
I was. What are we rated here, scorekeeper?
Big dog, was that schnockered?
No, I was fucked up. One of the few times I got really shit faced because I was so fucked up.
We have similar stories, Big Dog, but I'll let Liz go first.
That was actually
Oh, you
that
don't
was
want
one of
to.
the,
You don't want to hear my story.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
oh,
we'd
yes,
like
we
to hear
do.
your story. Even Aisha jumped in on that one.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Yeah, we do. Come on.
Look, I sadly told
Big
the
Dog,
story.
go ahead. Go ahead, Big Dog, and finish yours, then I'll do mine.
that night was one of only 5 nights where I actually threw up. I that's my thing. I may get drunk, I may get shit faced, but I never get sick. That was one of the few times I ever got sick.
Damn.
Because I ended up drinking something like 3/4 of a bottle altogether
That's a lot.
of a 1.75. I mean, there was a couple of them, but the one I was using was like I was the only one drinking, and it just kept
Yeah.
getting lower and lower and lower. And I was the only one drinking that damn thing.
Just put a nipple on it and you're done.
Pretty
Oh,
much.
Lord. No, then he'd ask for refills.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably would.
All right, Liz,
All
let's
right.
hear it.
Mine goes back to a gentleman that I was engaged to before my husband. We were going. You don't even want me to unravel that whole package, because that whole package is still following me today. He's my brother-in-law. But going back to
that's a story. That's a
why
story
you
for a
get
later
all-
date.
That's
That's-
why you get all bent out of shape when I rip the South. You're from the South, damn it. I bet you're either from Kentucky or Alabama, right?
I was born and raised in North California, and I was born in San Francisco.
North
Thank you very
California.
much.
Yeah,
Who
but
the hell says North California?
you were born in South San Francisco, and you live in South Sacramento.
Actually, big dog, I did. Oh,
No,
that's
I do
funny.
not live in South.
Actually, that's
No, I
funny.
stay away from
I
South
really,
San Francisco.
I really believe she's from North or South Kakalaki.
So anyway, so your former fiance
Wow.
husband
Right.
to be,
We were going down to visit and prep for his best friend's
Brother-in-law.
wedding.
who is now your husband.
Okay, no,
Jeez.
no, he married my sister because she had a crush on him after we broke up. But
That's
we went
family.
down to see.
Uh-huh.
We went down to see his best friend from college get ready for their wedding, and at their rehearsal dinner, everybody was having wine and the whole bit, and I was so hot and so thirsty, I kept drinking wine like no tomorrow. Wine normally doesn't. No, wine doesn't normally do anything to me. I did not know, however, that I was coming down with the flu, which was why I was so thirsty and so hot. So we got back to his uncle's house where we were going to spend the night, and I wound up throwing up all over the mattress, all over
Ew.
myself. And I, at the time, had hair down to my back, all the way down my back. I could sit on it. They had to help get me up and get me in the shower to get me clean. I was so fucked up. And the next day, no hangover, no nothing, except for the fact that I was absolutely sicker than a dog and had a temperature of 104.
Oof.
It was the flu. It wasn't the wine, but the combination thereof did not help.
Ooh, the combination
Man.
thereof. Ooh,
All right, Senor Dream.
All right. So I have two short stories. The first one was just my first experience with really heavy drinking, and it involved jungle juice,
Oh,
and
Ooh.
I drank more than I realized I was able to handle very quickly in a very short, like very, very short amount of time. Like an hour, I had already drank maybe a quarter of the bathtub it was made in. I don't know.
jungle juice, if it's made right, man, that shit hits you and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
Whoa, wait. A quarter
You're one of
the
these idiots that
bathtub?
we see pumping stomachs out.
Yeah. No, that was a horrible experience. I
You said
didn't.
a quarter of the bathtub?
Yeah. It wasn't a quarter. I didn't actually drink a quarter of a bathtub, but it was made in a bathtub,
I'm
and
sorry.
people were just scooping it out of like
Yeah.
take a picture at a time.
Yeah.
It was just the cheapest alcohol. You know, the sugariest juices that could just be found, that were like the frozen concentrate juices, and it was horrible. But it just tasted sugary sweet, and you drank it and prayed to Jesus after.
You were probably what, about 16 and stupid at the time?
I wish I could say that. Like 18 and stupid. But
You see, my drink these days is what we laughingly call over here a Florida Orange, which is a non-alcoholic cocktail.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You basically
We've got those.
You take a pint glass, right? You put a shot of lime juice in the bottom, ice cubes, a bottle of fresh orange on top, and then top it up with lemonade and swizzle it.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Were we done with that drink?
That was the first.
That was the first story. He
Okay.
has the second one.
So the second one, much like Big Dog, I was playing cards with my brother-in-law and all his friends in the garage. You know, it was kind of like just a guys' night, hanging out, and we had a pretty small buy-in. It was like $20-$30, something like that, $25 for a buy-in. You got your chips and whatever. So we're playing, and I immediately get really great hands, and I bankrupt everybody like within 20 minutes. So they're all buying it again. And maybe another half hour later, I get a royal flush.
Oh,
And nobody believes me, obviously, when I go all in. And I've already got everybody covered. And I'm telling you, don't go all. I straight out told him, I was like, if you want to keep playing, don't go all in. But I can't fold this hand, and I'm not going to be stupid, you know.
you warned them.
I just want to be able to show you guys. So they all of them, nobody believed me, and they all called. So I bankrupted everybody again, and they were pissed off because they wanted to keep playing, but they didn't want to waste any more money. So we were already drinking, and we decided, as drunk as we were going to play for shots. However, we started playing without ever really discussing any rules. So
Shit.
it became like, when you're going to make a bet, it's a shot. When you're going to call a bet, it's a shot. If you win the hand, it's a shot. If you lose the hand, it's a shot. And this is Texas Hold'em, so there's like 3 or 4 rounds of betting per hand. And very, very quickly, I went through a giant bottle of Crown Royal Black.
Oh,
Ooh, at least it was good stuff, though.
It's Crown Royal Black. It's not.
Well, it's better than Crown Royal.
Yeah. It's better than a lot of stuff out there, but it turned me off of Crown Royal. But I definitely consumed a larger amount of alcohol than I should have. And this is as a grown-ass adult. And this is one of the few times that I got sick, where I actually was paying homage to the porcelain god.
Oh, yeah.
And
Been
broke
there.
blood vessels in my face, and just it
Ooh.
was bad. Yeah, it looked like I had freckles the next day.
Wow. You were heaving that hard,
Banana bags times 3.
Huh?
I said banana bag times 3.
Banana bag?
Yeah,
Yeah,
have you
that's
never heard of a
fluid.
banana bag?
No.
Well,
Those are fluids.
it's fluids, but it's also vitamins and electrolytes. And
Yeah.
the bag that is hung is yellow because of the vitamin B and everything else that's in it. Thus, being yellow is the reason why we medicals call it a banana bag. And actually, in Vegas, they have a bus that goes around that'll pick up the drunk and give them, the
Banana
amount they're
bag?
on the strip, and give them a banana bag and boot them on their way. Sobers them up, gets them going a little further.
So what I've learned along the way was you drink Pedialyte, which is essentially the same thing.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
And then, but in certain markets, what works a little better, if you're in like a Spanish neighborhood, they have Suero.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
So
same thing.
Pedialyte.
But it works.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but it works for some reason. It works better than the Pedialyte. I don't know, but it's the same thing.
The only reason the banana bags work is they're immediate because they go directly into the vein. Because IV bags.
The reason why he was questioning it, because usually when you talk to Dream and you call him banana bag time 3, he gets very excited. That people notice.
You are a sick man.
Yeah, you know.
Yes,
I
he
know that
is.
before.
You know it, man. You know it.
Oh dear, oh Lord.
yes.
The visions of Dream on the big white telephone shouting for Huey and Ruth bring instantly to mind. I just,
I want to thank all of you on these stories because usually I'm on such high medication that my imagination is non-existent. I was able to envision all of these stories.
Oh God.
I
I don't know what that says for you.
I don't know what it says, but I envisioned them all. I was one of the losers once at Dream's table when we did the Texas Hold'em. I remember one night we did that at the house as well, but it was much friendlier. Did we even bet for? did we have money? No, we just
No,
brought food
John.
over, right? It was really
That-
social for us, right?
Yeah, it was just social. It
I
was
think we did it
imaginary
maybe.
money.
Yeah, I think we
See-
did it 2 or 3 times only.
See, when you play poker and you're using imaginary money, the chips are $25, $50, and $100. But when you use real money, then it becomes
1 cent, 2
5
It's
5
1,
cents,
5,
10
10,
cents, and a
25,
quarter.
100. Yeah.
Yeah, I was because when Dream was talking about having all those people lose, I was like, I think I was one of them several times.
Uh,
That's why I was able to envision it.
well,
Dreams,
it's like when you
since
play
you-
with. It depends on who you're playing with. You know, like I was kind of scared to sit down at the table with all these guys because, you know, a $25 buy-in was a lot for me. You know, I was like, holy moly, if I lose, I'm going straight upstairs, going to sleep. I'm going, I'm leaving, going home. There was no second chance for me. I'm just hanging out. You know, there was no second bullet. But these guys, made a little bit more money than me and wanted to hang out and play. You know, so you put in your monies, and then at the end of the night, it's you either decide beforehand winner takes all, or if you want to go with like actual chip valuation, based off of what you put in, then that's fine too. But it's usually a winner takes all, and
Yeah.
everybody just hangs out and is watching the action, drinking.
So since you've played poker with Raj, does he have a poker face? Can he bluff
Um,
you, or does he not? Because the way I always tell you, when we're doing the episodes wherever we're at, you can always tell what pretty much Roger's emotion, because I always tell him he's got no poker face.
no,
But
no,
since you've actually played
Roger
with
has
him,
tells.
he has some tells, but you're never supposed to actually tell them they have tells, big dog.
well, I know, but I think with him it's so obvious.
Yeah, this is true.
Love you, Raj.
Yeah. I mean, he gets his eyebrow going. He touches
There's
his
a
nose,
fluctuation in his voice.
his glasses.
Is there anything
Dream
not
big.
going?
Dream big. How much money do you have?
Oh man!
You can go to hell.
But also, I've never played high stakes with Raj, so it's
No, we never have. No.
the most expensive table I've sat down at. Actually, wasn't for cards. It was
Actually,
for
you
roulette.
have. You have, yeah.
Yeah, I sat down at a roulette table, and I was drinking a little bit over in Vegas. It was over at the Wynn, and I sat down at this table, and this is when I was smoking, many years ago, and I looked at the table, and it was a $500 limit.
Okay.
So $500 minimum bet a spin. I grabbed an ashtray, said thank you very much, and walked away.
In
I was like,
in other words, you bottled it.
Yeah. I ran away as quick as I could. Yeah, because I saw a bunch of chips on the table and thought nothing of it. I thought it was a regular table. I saw the 5, and I thought it was a $5 or $50 table, and I was gonna just throw a bet on red and see what happens.
So you saw the 5. Then you saw the
And
2
then I
zeros.
saw the extra 0, and I was like, nope, not gonna happen. Not to me, not today, not in this lifetime, probably. But
Well,
yeah, the chips
So
that were on the,
did you just like not say anything, just got up and walked away, or what?
no, well, I mean, there was like 3 people at the table already, so I just asked one of them. I was like, "Oh, just can you pass me an ashtray?" And he was like, "Yeah, I got you." And passed me the ashtray, and I walked away. But because I sat down at the table, it's like you
Yeah.
can't just like sit down at
Yeah.
the table and and not have anything to say. They're all looking at you, waiting for you to buy in or whatever. So, I just need an ashtray. But they were, chips were on that table like it was $1 table. Like,
Yeah, I've seen some of those tables. I'm like, man,
I thought I was safe, man. I was like, holy hell, this is not how I would be throwing money around if it was at a $500 table. Like, this was stupid. I mean, I like to gamble as much as the next guy, probably a little more. But no, that's outside of where I'm comfortable playing.
See, but at least you realize that, and you're smart enough to walk away. Some idiot would have sat down, saw that it was 500, and would have been maybe too embarrassed to get up and just walk away, even though he got the ashtray, and would have put down one bet, to blow just to prove, But at least you're smart enough for that.
Yeah, no, I was, dude. I would have been divorced quicker than. No, that would not have gone well. That would not have ended well.
No, it would definitely not have ended well.
No, and speaking of such, ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a quick moment. This is NDB Media. This is the Waffle Sunday morning chat fest here on NDB Media. I may have said it twice or 3 times now. Sorry. It is
welcome.
February 25th, 2024. We're having a wonderful morning. Aisha is here. Of course, the big dog is over there. And actually, I'm looking in the correct direction for Big Dog for once. And Dream is actually right now. He is now behind me, and Liz is to my right.
Other side.
Spatially.
Other side.
Well, you were behind me when you were actually here, but that's all right.
Oh, gotcha. I know what you're talking about.
Now he's just poking you at the bottom.
Yeah, right now I'm actually saying that I'm looking southwest, so I spatially was actually correct for a moment. Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we do here on a Sunday morning. We're about halfway through, at least for me. I will have to be going at about 7:30 or so. So, but if you guys want to continue the program through to 9, you are more than welcome. So I halfway for me, but it's good. Oh wow, just got an email. I love getting emails. Let me see. American Express. I love that email.
I thought maybe it was an email from the prince from Africa saying you'd won $9 million.
Speaking of princes, and this might be an insult, what is the outlook for your head of state out there? Who's not really the head of state, but your man out there in the United Kingdom.
Oh, we talked about that yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't.
I think you stepped away to get coffee or drugs.
What a shock! Probably all of the above, Big Dog.
It's okay. This is a different audience than Sports Talk.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
That's true.
Yes.
No, it's not.
No, actually, it is. It is. More and more people are saying
shit, Sherlock.
Hey, by the way, Gridiron Girl, what the hell are you doing? I know you gave us a like. Get in here.
She's watching her 20s. Leave her alone.
Why
Sunday.
did I envision that? Why do I not get to envision the good stuff? Anyway, how is the man?
Well, it seems that your idea of what was wrong with him seems to be the correct.
No, really?
It is prostate cancer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was more testicular cancer, but no, it's prostate. So, but they're giving him a fair to middling chance of pulling through. So,
okay.
This is a lot more serious than a lot of people have been led to believe.
well, yeah, but I mean, being the person that he is, with the regular checks that they get, they probably caught this pretty early. So, his chances of pulling through are probably a damn sight better than anyone sitting here.
Than most everyone and anyone in the world, quite frankly.
When we talked about it yesterday, I was being nice, but I guess I don't have to be today. When you were saying it might be testicular cancer, I was thinking, well, he can't have that because he doesn't have testiculars.
Oh Lord.
Yes.
Camilla took him a long time ago. They're on the mantle.
This is true.
Yeah, you remember in the 70s when they had that thing called the clackers? Well,
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh God,
I
yes.
don't know where they come from.
That's a
Yeah.
good one. I like that.
Those, on a serious note, though, those were the most dangerous thing
Hell
that
yeah, they were.
I had seen for that generation. I mean, that was the next generation's lawn darts. Like those.
And,
Sorry.
and, and if you got good at
That's
that, you
funny.
could like throw them like a bolo.
Yes, I
Yeah.
did.
Damn thing is, if you went too fast, the bloody thing's exploding. That was a real pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Because I got pretty good at doing it, but all of a sudden the damn thing just went poof and I ended up with blue dust everywhere.
So many jokes. Oh shit.
I know.
I'll be nice. It's a you shall be nice.
Yes.
Yeah, you better be
Behave,
nice.
behave, big dog.
If it was you,
Yeah.
Liz, I would have.
We all know you're lying in bed. Just behave. Leave it alone.
I'm actually in my chair.
Yeah.
He
You
still
will
lies
leave,
in
I
bed
just
though.
wouldn't.
Oh God, I need more drugs now.
How can you be in your chair? How can you
It
be
doesn't
in your
matter. I
chair if I'm
saw
sitting
it.
underneath
Oh, for
you?
the love of God.
Well, what was that, Liz? How can I be in my chair? Because why? Because what?
Because I'm sitting underneath you.
Well, I
Well,
know. That's why I'm
I don't
wiggling.
know.
oh my god.
Ooh.
It tickles when I wiggle.
Ooh.
All right, Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh.
And Tigger too.
Don't start that again, Dream. Don't please. No more Winnie the Pooh. No, please.
I don't know if Liz was listening yesterday when we were talking about Winnie the Pooh.
No, I wasn't. I was dealing with other issues.
Yeah, well, we were talking about, when you're Winnie the Poohing it, is when, like, because we were talking about the streakers at the game,
Yes.
and they're saying, oh,
Uh-huh.
they weren't streakers, they just didn't have their shirt on. And Big Dog said they weren't streakers unless something was dangling. Said, well, if it was
Yep.
reversed, then they'd just be running out like Winnie the Pooh.
He's a poo. Yep.
Yeah.
So he's
Now
Winnie the Poohing it on you.
Yeah. And you often wonder where the statement playing poo sticks comes from.
Yeah. Oh,
You notice we can say what we like because Roger ain't got his headphones on, so he ain't got a damn clue what we're talking about.
I don't know. I think it's
I
close enough that he
know.
can hear us. He can hear us. He's just pretending to ignore us.
No, he can't hear.
No, he can't hear
He's the
anything.
one
Well,
his
he
headset is
can't hear in the
on.
one ear.
He can't hear or when it's on, and he can't talk when it's on because the thing's unplugged.
Well,
Hey,
thing's
there he
always
is.
unplugged. Been
But
unplugged
can
for
he
about
talk it
5 years
anyway?
now.
Yeah, I know.
Don't know. I'd have to make sure. If you've got the right batteries in, you might be able to.
I don't know. Somebody hit him with a.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
He's channeling his
What
inner
did I
Captain
drop?
America and smelling something that isn't there.
Oh, that's funny. I appreciate that. But no, I heard something about batteries. I was like,
We were
I
just,
was looking on Amazon yesterday for rechargeable batteries. Yes, I had
What are you going to insert those batteries into?
a calculator.
Is that what they call it now?
Yeah, actually, a
I didn't
calculator
know.
for my
I didn't
youth.
know
But it's only
calculators
measured
were
in
my day.
12 inches.
I don't know what the hell that means. Oh damn, I can't reach it.
That's what she said.
That's why he needs. That's why he needs the extra 12 inches.
Big dog.
Holy moly.
Remember my old portable calculator in the 90s?
Uh-huh.
I found one on eBay and it arrived on Friday. I carried one like this back in the 90s forever, and I moved once and I don't know what happened to it. And it arrived on Friday.
I love those things. Those
This is
work
my
so
new-
well.
Yeah, these TIs, man.
Yep.
They go for, I have one on my desk that's plugged in, but it's a larger model. This was a portable one that I carried with me everywhere. And lo and behold, there's the battery thing. And it's a printer,
Yes.
black and red.
Yep.
for a portable calculator. This TI, man.
That
You got the
was
paper to go with it?
I have paper, but I didn't come with the paper. It has the charger and it already works. In the prints, this is
the best part is you could still get that paper very easily
yes,
because
yes.
it's still in use in a lot of corporations.
What about
And
the ink?
the ink is available. Sorry,
Yeah.
Aishi. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh no, I just said you answered the question. It's the ink still available, is it?
Yes, the printhead, everything. These TI models, TI, Casio, and Sharp, the calculators they made in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Well, the newer ones don't go as much, but these things go forever, man.
Yeah.
And that TI model, it's just I remember back in the 80s and 90s, I had one like that. There's another one I'm trying to find. It was Big Dog. Remember that calculator I had that fit in the pocket? You opened it up and it had the buttons on the side for loans, interest, card.
Yep.
Remember that?
Yeah, it rings a bell.
And it was at Thrifties too. They had that one. I cannot find that one in here. I've been looking for weeks. So it's and I don't know if it was a Sharp, if it was a Casio or a TI. I think it was a TI, but it was just a foldable calculator, and you would open it up, a regular calculator on the left side, but on the right side, you could press a button, and on screen, it gave you you would put in the input, and it would figure out the loan rate, rate of return. If you wanted to buy a car, it would ask you, it's all simple stuff you can do now in a spreadsheet, but it was an awesome calculator back then in the late 80s. And I guess I'm wanting to recapture my youth.
You're waxing nostalgic on us.
No, he's just
quick shout
waxing.
out.
He's just waxing.
If I were to wax, I would start right here. So
Yeah.
I'm
See,
not.
That's the only calculator I've got hold of.
They don't make enough wax for Raj.
That's actually a decent one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a similar design, but it's a functional design. Yeah, I've had something like that as well.
Yeah, that's the only one I got.
I want to give a quick shout out. Thank you, Elizabeth Olivia Cooper gave us a like on the program. Thank you.
The hell is she?
Yeah.
I don't. You know what? Look, the idiot was kind enough to give us a like.
Names. Yeah, sounds a bit posh with 3 names. I mean, people.
I know.
Well, I am the ruler of the
especially
universe. I deserve to be posh.
Especially three first names.
I've got 5 names, so I can't say nothing.
Yeah, but you're Mexican. Ish. You're Mexican-ish.
Ish.
They need to feel important, Mexican.
Well, I happen to be the ruler of the universe. So I can have as many first names as I'd like.
Did you notice you said it the first time and everyone just blew you off?
Yeah, I know.
You know what they say?
I can still wish.
Never trust a person with 3 first names.
No. If you need to say you're the king, you're not the king.
Right. That's why everybody.
I never said I was the king. I said I was the ruler of the universe. Unlike the person who claims he's a god over there.
You can take your 12 inches into your own microcosm.
Oh boy, we just lost half the audience.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're gone.
No, 12
we didn't lose
inches,
half.
ruler.
They're gone.
Come on.
Yeah, they come here for some nice, wholesome conversation, and what did they get? Megalomania.
What happened was his Big Dog and Dream invaded your nice conversation.
Hey, you know what it is? I'm sorry. This is probably like one of the first times we've actually been on the show together, so I apologize. Maybe a little too harsh for day one.
That's all right. The idea is you come on, you waffle to your heart's content. I don't have an agenda. We just drift from subject to subject, and voila.
We are a bunch of drifters. There's no doubt about that.
Good news or bad news, Raj?
I'm sorry for what?
For your text.
Oh, I apologize. That was it was bad news because my alarm is reminding me, idiot, you didn't take your meds. So, which I had, so I had to turn it off. It was just the alarm. Sorry,
Huh?
I didn't turn it off.
Failure.
Well, we know how good you are at turning things off. So
He probably is pretty good at turning things on too, given have a chance.
Okay, turning off, I kind of
but
envisioned.
but
Turning on, nothing.
but he
There was
misses the
nothing there.
signals. That's the problem.
Say what? Say ho? What?
He misses the signals for turning things on.
Oh, for the love of God. I am blind. Hey, Aisha,
We
I would
could,
have been bad at signals maintenance.
Liz, we could do an entire episode one day. We could do a 2-hour episode of all of Roger's missed signals that he's told me. That just he told
Miscues.
me
Oh, I
about.
know.
Look, it happened again. Actually, I didn't miss this one. It happened last night.
Oh God.
I went out at about, let me see, it was about 2:30. I was hungry yesterday, and I went to a local restaurant right here. It's Marisco something. You know, I'm a fan of seafood, so I went in there, and
Seafood, you eat it.
I was having the seafood, and the waitress this time was I walked in, the restaurant was empty. She's like, "Oh, I'm glad someone showed up." I said, "Well, at least there's some attachment there, or whatever." And I said, "You never know. It's probably going to get busy right now. I'm just the first of many." And within 20 minutes, 6 parties walked in. I was smiling as each and every time someone came walking in. Like, you see, I told you, I bring glad tidings. And every time she'd come by, she was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." I'm like, "Oh my God, this dumb shit believes." I was the harbinger of this. So, no, what dream?
You said harbinger,
Yes.
and I will actually give you credit because you indirectly introduced me to that word because you made me watch Battlestar Galactica.
Yes.
And
It's a
every
great word,
Oh,
man.
we corrupted another one.
Yeah.
What? No. What is harbinger?
You're the harbinger of death, Kara Grace.
So allow me to finish my story when I was
Yeah.
saying that I am the harbinger of disaster because if I leave, no one else is going to show up. But while I was there, she came by the table. She was greeting me a lot, saying, "Do you need anything?" I mean, this was like every 3-4 minutes. And I was like, wow, I never got that at home. So I looked up and I swear to God, she winked at me. And I was like, okay, people get specks in their eyes, whatever. And she went back and came by again, and son of a winked again. And I'm like, yeah, no, whatever. And a third time actually winked at me. I'm like, oh, shit.
What'd you
Damn,
do?
there's a lot of dust in this place. And then the fourth time, she didn't even bother. I was like,
So
3 strikes, you're out of here.
so did she come by and any of those times and say, "Do you need anything?" Again?
Yeah, I think she did, but it was,
That
I mean,
that
yeah, she was.
then you missed the signal. At that point, you say, "Well, can I have your number?"
Dude, I know who she is. I go in there so much
And
frequently.
and
I'm never going to ask.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
I'm never going to
yeah,
ask.
see, Liz, this is what I'm talking about.
Because
Yeah,
he's gonna.
I'm sorry to say, but
Sorry.
yeah, I know. I've been trying to get him to do a couple things for
Excuse
what is
me?
it now, 6-7 months?
Excuse me? Excuse me? What?
What?
You're trying to get me to do
Is
things?
there?
He's got all the.
Oh,
Let me
I
rephrase.
did.
Let
I
me
did.
rephrase that. You did.
I did.
Oh, you did.
But,
And any
okay.
result?
Let me see. Hold on a minute. March 3rd. And I'll leave it
Is
at
that when
that.
they said?
Awesome.
That's a Sunday.
Yes.
But I will not be taking a trip with this young lady because due to my health, I cannot. I was going to take a trip to Lima, Peru this year, right after, about May, which is a perfect season. I cannot handle a long distance flight. And it's very uncomfortable. As you can see, I'm having trouble in today's program. I have to lean back to straighten my neck to keep the pain manageable. So I'm not going to be able to take the flight with her. Damn it. Damn it.
Helicopters are a lot quicker.
Maybe you'll take a
Lima,
free
Peru.
flight before
Dream. Lima, Peru.
You take a bunch of short flights.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so that all I can say, there might be some, there might have been some logic to that. Sadly,
Or take a cruise.
Make it like
Well, I'm proud of
don't
you.
know. I don't know if I would even be able to handle a cruise right now, because if I get inclement weather right now, it might be worse off than it is. So
True.
but we'll see. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Well, I'm proud of you.
I know what's going to happen.
So is this why you're practicing yoga
Yes.
so much?
Do I need?
It's a whole lot of
Do I need to send a box of Trojans?
Yoga? What? Oh, for the love of God!
Well, you can always
Big
take
dog.
up Tai Chi.
What? Huh?
Dream gets what I'm saying.
The yoga lessons?
So does Liz. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Tai Chi.
No.
I've
No, the
given up my
flexibility.
innocent act. Of course, I know what you mean.
Okay.
In May or June, I'm probably going to go on air as the forlorn soul, and I'm just going to put it out there. I'm going to say I'm taking applications. I think that's what I'm going to do. I've thought about it for a while, and I would say, you know what? I'm just going to put it out there and just see what happens.
You
I
should
think you
do
need
a
to
show and say
You
it's
should.
for a show for the Lovelorn.
Uh,
You need to change your title to Mr. November.
No, he's got all the backbone of a jellyfish.
that-
It ain't gonna happen.
Hey,
Wow.
he could do it.
You know what
No,
Mr.
you
go
won't.
ahead!
Keeper?
I'm sorry, Dream.
You know what the month of November is for?
Well, I was wondering if that was a Derek Jeter reference.
No.
Yeah,
Not-
it's the triple N.
Confused.
That's what you're talking about, right, Dream?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Come on.
No, we're not going to tell you. You got to figure it out.
I'm sure
But
even
knowing that Dream and I know what it is, you can kind of go.
Oh. Google's been hammered again.
Yep.
No light of dawning yet.
the
though.
NNN.
Yes,
Oh,
N.
N?
Yes, N. 3 N's.
Oh, whoops.
Oh my God.
I gotta wait for him to come back for my next comment.
It was the first link that came up, man.
Oh, there you go. Now look what's happened. The poor boy's disappeared into the wild blue yonder.
He's trying to take care of it.
That's because he's been stuck in November for like 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
Oh my God.
You're being cruel to the poor boy. I mean, he's ill. The poor boy is ill.
Well, we're trying to that's why we do this. We're uplifting his
Got him out of the chair.
I can't even say with a straight face, but oh man.
Well, cough it up. It might be a gold watch.
Well, I think he has earned that title of Mr. November for the last 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is.
Ah, dear old Lord. What next?
So Reggie Jackson's Mr. October and Rogers Mr. November.
But when he types it into his title, he has to use 3 N's on the November.
Oh.
Oh man, yeah, it's a train wreck whenever Big Dog and I are on.
We're dangerous.
Yeah, we've worked that one out. We have definitely worked that one out.
You gotta lower that bar quite a bit.
Lord.
And the thing is, we're even more simpatico because he's closer now. It was a stretch because he was in New Orleans. So
You warned me, big dog.
I told
I
you.
already had a problem between you and Richard. I was
Hey,
playing the
what's
middle
up,
chick.
Raj? What's up, Raj?
I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
quickly
took
had to
care of
rub
it.
one out.
Yeah.
I, I put in November space NNN. It was the first link. I'm like, wow, that wasn't that difficult. I thought I was going to have to search through. That's why I just died laughing. Like, geez, what a search pattern.
So you have to.
I do want to share a stupid story real quick. When I was at work, our
You're not
front
supposed to
office
do that
was,
at work.
I was predominantly, no, very good. No. When I was at work, the front office was predominantly female, and they were obviously older than I was, and at the time, and they would get these magazines, Vogue, Cosmo, whatever. And in between phone calls, and there's only so much you can do in the front office, so you have a downtime. Well, they let me read their magazines. Damn, there was nothing other than Vogue and Cosmo. So I found the articles about relationships and where they write in letters and stuff. And as these women are submitting letters to the editor, they're using words that I don't understand. I've never come across. So I started writing them down, either on a post-it or whatever.
Oh God,
Oh
You
shit.
think that's bad?
you didn't.
Okay,
You
so
didn't. Oh God.
I left the post-its in the magazine. So when the girls,
Oh my God.
they read the words and they're like, who wrote? And they're like, oh shit, was that what Roger was writing the other day? So I got ambushed by, I'm in my early 20s, and these girls are in their late 20s, early 30s, even 40s. And they're like, so Roger, you don't know what fellatio is?
Oh God.
Oh no.
Oh, by that moment, I had read the definition. And I was like, oh, for the love of God, I left the list. And it wasn't
Please tell
one
me
or
you had
two
had
words.
one.
No, it wasn't one or two words. It was like
Oh.
it was a 3x5.
Oh
Oh,
Oh
no.
shit.
and it was like about 10 words. Oh my God, they made me pay a price. But the way Jeanette was like, so Raj, you don't know what fellatio is? And I think I was already married at the time.
Jesus.
Oh, and then, but this is how cool they were. They wanted to know if that's what it was. So when I got all red and said, no, I know what it is now. And they're like, okay. So you know what these women did? God bless them. Over the next few weeks, each word that I had on the list, they worked that word into sentences throughout the day. God damn them, I
Oh
love
God.
them. So that's why later on, I had invented the word of the day club at work, where I would choose a word, and we had up to, I think it was 70 people on the email list. You had to use the word, and the first person to use the word with everyone on the email list would win the word of the day.
So how do you work cunnilingus into a?
Let me tell you, dude, it was fun because a lot of people were like, dude, where do you get these words from? This is I get an email, word of the day, dumbass.
You didn't have the toilet paper word of the day?
Oh my God, we probably did. But it was really fun, but I paid the price. Those girls were great, though. They were awesome because they obviously knew I didn't know a lot. They knew I was naive. And they didn't embarrass me in front of everyone else. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 girls in the front office. They kept it to themselves. They never embarrassed me in front of anyone else. But when I was in the front, it was all of them.
You can
If they
imagine
were really your
talked about
friend,
you forever.
Well, dude, I don't have friends at work. They're coworkers.
well, if they were really your true coworkers, they would have, demonstrated those words to you. That's true. That is true friendship.
I will say that I will forever die happy because in that office there was a banister where the mail would come in, and they would call everyone. Oh, Frank, I understand you still are naive. Frank, you're more than welcome to join us if you like. This is a Sunday morning chat fest here on NGB Media. It's sad. So I'm doing the banister thing. I'm going through the mail. I'm weeding through the mail. And I can't even mention her first name, but she was seated. Unfortunately, I was, way above. She was in her cubicle. And it was on a Friday, so I was going through the mail, and then someone walked in, and I heard like a wisp of air from her, and she was like, "So many men, so little time," and she whispered it. I was like, "Holy, I was there!" So for me, I was like, "Man, this woman had, surrounded by these men. I was there." I was like, "Man, I could die happy now."
So why didn't you then go and talk to her? She said it under her voice enough for you to hear. That was a signal.
She was, I believe, married at the time. I were dating.
Well, evidently it didn't matter.
I just thought her comment was like, "Wow!" I actually heard her. So many men, so little time. I was like, "Wow!" Jeez. Thank you, Marcia. I appreciate the like this early in the morning. Marcia, you're more than welcome to join us if you would like. Let me see. Which added to your word for the day. Yes. Yeah, I missed some of those aspects of it. There's no doubt. But, yeah, I learned a few words. So, sorry. I can't make that up, folks. That really happened. Oh, yeah. And you also know it was in that same office where I was seated when I was reassigned, and I had the Enterprise in front of me, and that dumb bitch came over trying to score points, and she said, "Is that the Galactica from Battlestar Galactica?"
Oh,
Woman, that is a shot across my bow. And of course, the ship was right there. That's the Enterprise. Oh, I am sorry. I didn't know that was from Star Wars.
oh, she had to have been joking, pulling your chain, something. Nobody is that stupid.
No, she was. She was.
Oh.
I put that on Facebook, and it was, "Oh, Roger, you're so funny. That's a good story." I said, nope. That's not. I didn't make that shit up. I'm not that funny.
No.
I am not that funny. She is stupid. Stupid. And it will forever be known because several of my coworkers saw the post and like, "Nope, I was there. I saw it. I heard it." I had like 3 coworkers confirm that story and said, "Nope, that shit happened."
And of course, when he told me, of course, I poked the bear even more and got him even more pissed. I said, well, what she should have said, since it was the picture of the Enterprise, she should have said, "Is that the Millennium Falcon from Battlestar Galactica?"
Yeah.
No, but she's not that smart, though. You see, that implies a sense of humor and knowing that. No, she's a dumb bitch. She was one then. She is now. Let's put it this way. I knew her former supervisor, and the supervisor, I said, "Well, how was this individual?" I said, "Oh, let me put it to you this way, Raj. She got promoted out of our department." I'm like, "Thank you." And I knew that.
Okay.
He made it clear to me. They weren't promoting her ass. And when he told me
they were booting her ass.
Oh, they're like, "Get out of here." He told me, he said, she had to be promoted outside to be promoted. And when I knew that, there was always tension between us because I always knew that. I said, "Yes, it was my dumbass department that hired you, and you were hired by an engineer. God bless America." Oh, I always use that. Why do you think I have nothing for engineers? Well, Jay doesn't hire. He's a smart man.
No,
I'm sorry.
my favorite term was it's a lateral promotion.
Oh. No shit.
I was like, what the hell does Oh, you're just getting rid of it.
I love it. Yes, I've heard that so many. But
It's called passing
promotion.
the buck.
Oh, dude. When someone told me it was a lateral promotion, I said, "No, we call it beach ball moving across the court."
Exactly.
beach ball rolling across the court.
That's all it is.
Oh my God! Yes.
It's
Ugh.
like it's hilarious.
sorry.
It's like, does it come with a pay raise? No. Does it come with any benefits? No. We just don't want you here.
Sadly.
What is it? Your particular skill set would be best used in another department.
You know, Big Dog and I have spent a lot of time discussing a lot of issues, and the one that just gets us the most is we know this individual that has worked in like many different locations at the same job, and sadly, every time that individual is there, management is out to get that individual, and that's their thing. Oh, management's out to get me. They're always out to get me. And Big Dog and I are like, but in 15 different locations.
Yeah.
Oh,
You must
yeah.
have
I'm
won a hell of a
exaggerating a tad, but I think it was like 6, right?
I
Big
was
Dog?
thinking. I was thinking further in our history. I was thinking Shavira.
Oh no.
Exactly. I know
No.
who you're talking about now.
Yeah. And Big Dog and I would chuckle. It's like, dude, after the second or third time, come on, man. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. It's the same thing. Like when you have like, you know, a large quantity of failed relationships, there's a common denominator in all of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you.
Exactly.
Frank, yes. Some people cannot see those things within themselves. Yeah. And the person's a nice individual. Jesus, for the love of God, right, Big Dog?
Yeah.
I mean, it
Person is
really
very
was
sweet.
what, like 6 locations?
Hold on. 1, 2,
Oh,
3,
Uh-oh.
4,
What's going on?
Hold
What's
on.
going
He's going to
on
have
here?
to take off his
5.
shoes.
he's counting. You know, he's remembering
5.
the different locations. 5.
I 5 that I can think of.
So I actually exaggerated it correctly. I said 15, didn't I? By 3.
Yeah, well, there you go.
See, I took the engineer attitude. You always overestimate everything by a factor of 3.
Only when calculating requested budgets.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah.
So when you say you're 12, you're 12. Never mind.
Now, please finish the statement there.
No.
We're all waiting.
He's talking about when he fishes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No comment.
But like I say, folks, I'm not that funny. I can't make those stories up. That stuff really happened. And I had a division secretary within the last few years comment on my Facebook. She says, "Oh my God, Roger, I saw that. I thought your stories were made up." I said, Nope, they're real. And she commented, she says, "Oh my God, I thought you were kidding all this time." No, when I say just happened, it means it just happened. I gotta put it on Facebook.
And I can vouch to that because Scorekeeper is not that funny.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
Well, I don't know about that.
be that as it may, I think that might
No,
be.
we're talking about when his clothes with his clothes on, not with them off.
Oh.
Oh, hark at the bitch.
Hold on a minute. Hold on. I still can't envision that.
That was really
Remember,
going below
when I
the
look
belt,
up to
big
the-
dog.
I'm
What was
sorry.
that?
That was really going below the belt, big dog.
I was
Well, you
just
still can't envision it.
I was just remembering Vegas. That's all.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
Oh
straight down
no,
the
there's
script,
a
did we?
story there.
Yeah, I
No,
reckon we-
sadly, you missed it, Liz.
Oh, you missed
Yeah,
it last
missed
week,
it.
Liz, when we went off and we were just talking amongst ourselves. Oh, we were rolling. That
Big
was
dog.
I was actually tearing that I was laughing
Big
so
dog,
much.
was that on
Yes.
Saturday or was that on Sunday? Oh, now I have
No.
to rip my eyes out, says Frank. Was that?
That was
on
that was on
Sunday?
Saturday after we went off and
Oh, thank God.
Tony asked us to all stay on because of that thing that he wanted to talk about. Remember the documents?
Oh, yes.
So we all stayed on, and then we just started. We ended up staying on for like another hour and a half
Yeah.
off
we
the
did.
air. But I just we were just having such a great time. I was like, okay, story time.
And as I told everyone, because Big Dog was telling the story, I cut in and I said, notice, I'm not denying any of this. So and people were like, whoa, really? Yeah, you can't make that up. This really happened. It was funny. And it was good. Oh, that's right. Dream did leave early.
Yeah,
Right.
he had left.
Yeah.
So Dream, I pretty much told the entire Vegas weekend that we had, what really happened, and the fact that
Oh, there was a little bit more, Dream.
and the fact that I'm an asshole. I freely admitted that, and I like picking on Raj to a point, because I know I know he doesn't like being touched, so that's why I would always poke him or like put my hand on his shoulder. I don't do that anymore
Big Dog
because of his
noticed.
neck problems.
Big Dog noticed. Dream is quiet, like, what's he talking about?
No, I heard the story.
Oh, you were there? Okay, I wasn't sure if you were there or
all
not.
the way down to the bad check.
Oh, he still gets pissed off of that. See,
Roger's over there passing bad checks.
Holy moly, here we go again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is stop it, Gridiron Girl. Gridiron Girl, you must join us. I have to be on my way. I took my medication and it's gonna make me really stupid right now, and I can already tell that I'm
more than usual.
Get a little antsy, more than usual.
Yeah, more than usual.
Hey, don't forget to get back with me sometime today so we can finalize.
Did you get a text message, buddy?
I did. I got one text message.
Yep, and it's the second number from the top, which is what I'm recommending.
Yep, and that's
Did you like that one?
Yes,
like
that's what we're doing.
Okay.
69?
Close.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Holy shit, Dream! Holy, one of the numbers that the two numbers are in there. Yes, Frank, definitely more than usual. But I want to give a shout out to Frank, Gridiron Girl, and Marsha for joining us and commenting, giving us a little bit of love, as well as Nam Dang, Sonia Rowe, whatever the hell her name is.
Sonj Rubles.
Sonj Rubles, yeah. Or as I know her as Trixie, but that's neither here nor there. Love you guys. We'll see you short. Oh, folks, I will not be on. Back to Galactic will not be on Thursday. I really don't know about Saturday right now. You'll have to talk to the co-host whether there will be a sports talk with the guys. If I'm having a procedure on Thursday. It is an outpatient
it's Thursday.
procedure.
Okay.
Yeah, I am having a procedure. I'm going to be under for I forget what they call it. We'll see. It is
vasectomy. We talked about that yesterday.
All right. Well, anyway, so that being the case, apparently they're going for a twofer. So
yay.
We'll see. We'll see. I may be out for the weekend, but for now, we'll see you guys. Actually, I think later on tonight, I will be on at 6 p.m. for the Bad Batch, episodes 1, 2, and 3, season 3. No, Frank, that's already been done. And it was done by my fellow coworkers / engineers. Yes. Just by existing, and also they did that.
And also that time he sat down really hard. But anyways,
well, since you're leaving, Frank can always join in if he likes, because you're going. Frank can join in.
Well, Frank, Sonia, Marsha, they can join in, of course, at any time. So you guys have the link, share with them.
Hey, Rod. I'll kidding aside.
Whatever.
No, do you have a ride for Thursday? Is Giselle taking you or what? Because
yes,
I'm there. I'm there. I'm there if you need it.
As of right now, yes, Giselle's taking me, but you know how gamers are. So I don't know.
If something happens, you let me know. I can be there in 20 minutes.
I appreciate that. All right. Either way, folks, good thoughts always. It's not that big of a deal. What they're going to do is they are going to give me a shot, which is called
lobotomy?
An epidural?
Shut up. Yes, the epidural. But they're also going to go in. I guess it's a pinprick. They're going to go in and take a look. I don't know what it's called, but it's actually two things. So, we'll see.
Well, they give the epidural so that you're numb and then they'll go in with the camera with the camera needle
Yeah,
and
I
look
think it's
around in there.
that. So they're going to be poking around. Ugh.
You know, it sucks that you don't like needles because something like that I would have loved to have been awake for, so I could feel you. Cause you don't feel pain, but you feel the movement. It's just a weird feeling. I love Poker Face there. We're like,
What
what are you talking about?
a
What do you mean be awake?
stupid
Debbie have the video it.
mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh, there he is, gone.
I guess.
Yeah.
He must not have liked us very well.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay. All right, I'll take over for him. That's neither here nor there.
I'm still mad to when I was in the hospital and they had to drain my I had fluid in my lungs and had to drain it, and I'm still pissed I forgot to bring my phone with me because I was gonna video it.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I was. They had me lean over and they put the needle, a long ass needle,
They
which of course
aspirated it out.
I
Yeah.
did. Yeah, and they put it in there and they took out. Liz will attest to. I assume it was a lot. To me, it was a shitload. They took out 1.5 liters.
Yeah. Probably
So
at least 3 to 4 60cc syringes.
all I know is it felt so much better because I
You're
literally,
able to breathe.
yeah, it felt like someone was literally sitting on my chest. And then
Yeah.
after they did the procedure and because it was funny because he had the needle in my back, but he put the bottle for it to drain in like right beside me, right in front of me, so I could see it literally filling up. And I'm like, God damn it, where's my phone? But yeah,
I had my rotator cuff surgeries videoed.
Oh, really? That would be cool.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I like that kind
I'm
of
very
stuff.
fortunate. I have not had anything that like super hospitalized me.
Good.
Like the
Good.
worst incident that I had was like I cut my finger. I mean, I've like strained ligaments and messed up, my ankles and whatever
Yeah.
playing sports, but nothing like I've gotten a cast, but nothing that required them to cut me open and do stuff. Literally just the worst thing was a cut finger that required several stitches. I was a little sleepy doing prep at work, and like it cut my finger right at the nail.
Ooh.
And they had to stick the needle in to numb it so they could do the stitches. And the needle they had to put in was like right in the corner of my nail.
Oh. Yeah.
That hurt worse than the cut. It
Yep.
hurt worse than the
Yep.
stitches.
Yep.
It was just annoying and horrible. But you man up, and
Yeah.
you don't make a face. You say thank you. Let me have another.
Pretty much.
Because you don't want to act like a little kid and be like, "Oh, it hurts."
For
They're just
me,
the
go
it's
ahead.
like the nurse is just, or whoever's doing it is just trying to help you and make you feel better. They're not there to cause you more pain.
Yeah.
So,
No, I know. Yeah.
Well,
For
that could be
me,
debatable. If you're a piece of shit, yeah, we'll make your life miserable in every possible way we can think of. And that goes back to my paramedic days before I became a trauma nurse. We would, if we had a combative patient that we had to put on a backboard, we would double side them down with the tape so the tape came across their eyebrows,
ow.
everything, and then we would just rip that shit off completely if they were being a piece of shit.
wait, where are you?
I'm in Sacramento,
Perfect.
and at the time
Nowhere near
when I
Arizona.
came up to, oh, don't my in-laws live in Arizona,
Oh, son of a bitch.
in Tucson actually,
Okay.
but no, I retired from being a paramedic and moved into a 30+ year as a trauma nurse. I was
Oh,
second generation. I was second generation paramedic.
Boy, you could probably tell
So
some stories.
yeah. Well, emergency was the creation of basically the first lines of paramedics here in California and actually throughout the United States. There were a couple other pilot programs. We were second generation.
So how many people
So
have accidentally sat on stuff that have gotten stuck up there? You probably got that a lot.
oh, I got that a lot. And a couple of my real familiar calls. One was we went out to a couple that had super glued themselves together and thinking it was lube and it wasn't.
Oh,
That
oh
was a fun one.
no.
Oh yeah, and this was back in the late '80s. I don't even think it was '90s yet because I didn't become a nurse until the '90s. '91,
So
I
do
think I
you,
became a
so
nurse.
do you guys have to like shoot, odds or evens to see who goes in there to touch all that stuff?
Oh, oh yeah. Believe me, we had a blast with it in so many ways, and a lot of the terminology that you hear of today that a lot of the nurses and doctors and different things will use, that a lot of people think it's very crass. We're the ones who came up with it. We're the ones who came up with crispy critters.
You
Yeah,
what?
that came out of Vietnam and the whole bit and all of the follow through that we had with it. Crispy critters, burn victims.
Yeah, I've heard
Mm.
that.
Then up here in Sacramento, we had at one of our older hospitals before it was torn down, we had a whole floor that was nothing but ventilators. It was a complete ventilator floor, and that was known as
Uh,
Jurassic Park.
No.
So oh yeah,
but I see the logic in that because, like the Crispy Critters, Jurassic Park, you have to make
it was
levity
a way to keep our
of
sanity.
yeah, exactly. Just what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. You have to keep it, levity in it because if you don't, you will go crazy. It will break you
Yes, you
down.
will. Yes,
So,
you will.
and
And I
people on
think
the
that is
outside,
one of the reasons they don't get it. And I think that's one of the
yeah,
reasons that we have such a high suicidal rate today between first responders
yeah,
and people that work in emergency systems themselves.
yeah, because all that stuff stays with. I mean, how can it not stay with you? I mean, when you see
Yeah,
something that
yeah,
bad,
and everything's supposed to be so PC today. And okay, well, if you have a problem, then
I
let's go
don't think
talk to
so.
the therapist about it. Or no fucking way. When I came up, if you even thought to go in and talk to a therapist, you were immediately yanked. It's like,
Yep.
okay, you're not stable enough to be working this.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was working. Um, After I stopped being a paramedic, became a nurse, I was working the jails.
Mm-hmm.
I was offered San Quentin. It's like, no, I don't want to do San Quentin. I want to stay close to home because I was just starting a young family. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, no, I'll do Folsom. I'll do other things. I did Folsom a lot, and then I went into
Really?
being, a trauma med surge nurse, up here for a couple of different things
Yeah.
with a couple little splats of, labor and delivery and all that fun stuff. I've had my fair share across the board, but that's where I pretty much stayed. But no,
Now
it is
Folsom.
because they wanted to PC everything.
Now Folsom is was where Manson was, correct?
Yes. No,
Yeah.
Folsom was
Oh.
no, he was in San Quentin. He was in
Oh.
San
Okay.
Quentin.
I thought he
Folsom
was
with
in
Johnny
Folsom.
Cash.
But well, Johnny Cash wasn't actually in Folsom. He just did the
I'm kidding. It's a joke.
Merle Haggard, on the other hand.
Oh my gosh.
But no, that was back, in the late 70s, early 80s.
Okay.
I got popped out. I got thrown in. They allowed it when we turned 16. So, I was ready to go and rolling at 16. So
Yep.
in 85, I was already out and doing it.
Wow. 85. I was 19.
I was 16.
Shut up, Dream. We know you were probably just like 5 or something.
Try again. 3.
Fuck you.
Oh God, he's a baby, and I'm talking like this.
Oh, you're good. Don't worry. I'm still
Virgin
growing.
ears, virgin ears.
Oh, that's probably about the only thing virgin about him, and I'm wondering about that.
You're half right.
Oh man.
Well, he hasn't had any umoks lately, obviously.
What?
You haven't had any umoks lately, then.
Umok?
He's
Umoks.
obviously not a Star
Then
Trek fan.
yeah, obviously not a Voyager fan and has no idea what Fergies are.
No.
Fergie, yeah, she's a good singer.
Oh, Fergie, yeah.
Not Fergie, Ferengi.
Oh, yes.
I know, I heard you.
Good Lord, do I have to educate you boys?
No.
Ooh, please do.
I've seen.
Oh, honey, I educated you a while ago.
Oh, I've seen, as far as Star Trek goes, I've seen the original series up to the Tribbles, and
You haven't seen The Trouble with Tribbles?
I've seen the Trouble with Tribbles. That's what I'm saying. I've seen that one.
Okay.
And I've
Okay.
seen a lot of the earliest episodes, but then after I got up to like that, I was like, oh my God, there's way too much to try to watch. And then I saw a little bit with Captain Picard, a little bit of Enterprise. And then I saw the new movies, and that was about it. So that's where I'm at as far as Star Trek. I appreciate it. I love it. It's great. I have nothing against it. I'm a very big sci-fi fan. Seen Battlestar Galactica, Star Wars, all that. But it's just a lot of content, and I wanted to start like kind of from the beginning and try to absorb it,
Uh-huh.
so I can get a better understanding of how they're doing what they're doing now.
Yeah.
I love all the inclusivity, everything about that end of it. It's
Well,
exploring.
Star Trek was always inclusivity. It
Yeah,
always was that.
yeah, and that's one of the things I love about it. It was, celebrating the differences in people. Celebrating learning about new people and races and everything. And that's one of the things I really did enjoy about it. But like I said, it's just way too much content for me to absorb in the amount of time I've got. So I kind of skipped ahead here and there. But
Yeah.
I've got no problems with Star Trek. I do love Star Wars.
I had to be a Star Trek fan from birth, otherwise I would have literally have gotten drowned at birth as a baby. My godmother was on Star Trek 2 different
really?
times. Yes, she was in Search for the Apollo 7. I mean the Galileo 7. You said Star Trek, and you said Star Wars. My brain was going somewhere else. And she was in Space Seed.
Okay.
So was she one of the green or purple women that Kirk slept with?
No, thank God, stayed away as an Orion.
Okay.
But my godfather, her father, actually was the second assistant director of Gone with the Wind. So I got to hear
Wow.
all those stories and everything. And as a young child, I remember meeting some, actors and stuff from that, and others as well, with some of the house parties he would throw. So it was
Cool.
always kind of a fun thing.
Nice.
And I've met William Shatner a couple times. He and
Yeah,
I kind of hit it off because we both loved horses.
Very cool.
So you were gonna say something, Big Dog?
No, I was when you said you met William Shatner, I was saying, was he a dick? Because I've heard stories.
To me, I have heard the same stories. To me, no. I think it was because one, I was, I wouldn't say a young child, but I think I was like 12 at the time, 11, 12 at the time. And I was totally into horses, and that's what he was totally into, and that's all we talked about.
Oh, okay.
I was allowed to get up on his horses and ride. Other than that, I couldn't tell you one way or the other.
Gotcha.
I mean, to me, he was sweet. But there was a whole other context too.
Yeah.
He was Uncle Kirk.
You're still 11 or 12 talking about horses. You're still in the grooming phase.
Hey.
Good one.
I'm talking about horses. Come on now.
Let's put it this way: if anybody was in the grooming phase when I was that age and younger, it would have been me after the boys. When I was in the 3rd grade, I chased a boy across the football field at my school, tackled him, held him down, and kissed him.
Damn.
I was always boy crazy.
Good to know.
That explains a lot.
Day
Mental
Lennon was
note.
shot. The day Lennon was shot, I was in the back seat of my boyfriend's car.
Stargazing, I'm sure.
You were consoling your boyfriend for Lennon being shot.
Oh, there's a lot of heavy petting going on, no matter the fact that we were young. Put it that way.
Oh God.
So you were letting your fingers do the walking, right?
Oh, somebody's fingers are doing the walking. I think it was both of ours. We were exploring our universe, shall we say.
I bet he was loving it like a good one.
So you're
Then the news came on about Lennon, and that canceled everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so you're exploring the beginnings of Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, which one find the black hole first?
Well, I wasn't going to say we were going down a wormhole, but
When you think about it, God did not make the female form. It had to be a bloke, because who else would put a leisure centre next to a shithole?
exactly.
I mean, come on, think about it. Anyway, we seem to be going into a deep dark place here. So we're going to have to change direction, otherwise we're going to get cancelled.
No kidding.
As fun as this talk has been, I must get going because I got to go get my daughter. She is almost off of work.
Same. I gotta get going too. I gotta clean.
Oh
yeah.
Dream, how was your daddy daughter day yesterday?
Oh, pretty fun. We cleaned, and now there's more cleaning to do.
There's always cleaning when you got kids, man.
Yeah. Well, we have our daughter coming into town. Our other daughter coming into town, so it's you got to get ready, for a visit.
Yeah.
Corporate's coming.
Boy, I know that one.
All right, guys. You guys all have a great rest of your week. Be safe. Liz, I hope all your troubles are behind you or will soon be behind you. And I hope you don't get sick anymore. As it is, we're down one with Almighty, who's got pneumonia. I got to check in on him maybe tomorrow. See how he's doing.
I was thinking the same thing.
We'll check on Almighty, then we'll touch base with Scorekeeper, and then
we'll all call Tortuga and see if he's got that damn chair fixed yet or built that he's been building for 3 months now. Whatever the hell it's been.
Longer than that.
I just put my dresser together yesterday, and I don't understand how it takes him. It took me an hour and a half to build my dresser, and I don't understand how it's taken him a month to build a chair.
I was 9 months pregnant, was able to build my kid's crib in like 2 hours.
Yeah, same here. I put together, I don't know how many office chairs over the years in, half hour or so.
Yeah, those things take like 5 minutes.
Yeah, so...
It's like you got wheels, pop the casters in, you got your hydraulics, pop that down, put your seat down, and attach the back with some screws.
Yeah,
and
I know. I don't know why it's taking him so long. I guess he's not mechanically inclined whatsoever.
It's just pictures. My thing is I need words. So I hate when I get the instructions with just pictures. And I'm like, holy fuck. That takes me longer because I'm a verbal, I like words.
I can see that, and I'm the opposite. I'd rather see just the pictures. As soon as I look at the pictures, I'm like, oh, okay, that's how it goes. And then I just build it.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
And then after I'm done, I'm like,
you said you had to be out of here.
Yeah, and after I'm done, I go, oh, I have 2 screws left over. They were probably extra.
Yeah, you always get that, don't you? A couple of screws left over, or a nut.
There's
what-
one that like that's why I love words because they'll tell you sometimes they'll tell you there may be extra pieces or not.
Yes, no, I've
You
seen
know,
that. Yeah,
and then like if I have an extra one, I'm like, oh, what the hell? I'm good. Like it was just extra. We're good. But then when there's no words, you're just questioning life and the workings of the universe. Like, did I get that extra screw in there? Did I get that in there?
see, I've had it the last couple that I've built. We
Hello, what happened?
Hello.
Okay, good. It wasn't just me. I was like, oh
No,
man, is that my Wi-Fi?
Yeah, I mean, 1 minute he's talking, and the next minute, bump, gone. Does he know he's gone?
Probably not.
no,
I
no,
don't
he
think
doesn't.
so.
Damn.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess I don't know what the hell happened.
That was the
I
signal
was
y'all
I,
go.
yeah, I was just saying that the last couple I built had said we provided extra screws, but there was some before that where I had extra screws and it said we've sent you the exact amount, and I started freaking out and I checked everything. I'm like, there's no other spots to put a screw. They have to have sent extra.
Somebody at the factory is like, ha 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 ha, these
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna fuck with whoever buys its chair. But anyway, guys, it's been fun. It's been a fun couple hours. I'm glad I was able to jump in.
Yep.
And like I
But
said,
you were too.
you guys have a safe and fun week. You should tell your mom
You
I
too.
said hi, or we said hi.
I will, providing she's not having
Yeah,
a
I
good
know.
week herself, to be honest.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I hope all goes well. So
Yeah.
I'll
Talk
see
to
you
y'all
guys
later, guys.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. And that's it.
Yeah, since I can get out of here.
Yeah,
Go away.
just press the button. Okay, guys and girls, we gone. Bye.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the program is still live. We're going to end it now. See you guys on the other side. Thanks, co-hosts.